for trial, and it was laughable. Ladies and gentlemen, we invited you here today to inform you about our decision on election petition number 1, 2021, where I am challenging the purported victory of General Museveni. I want to remind you that we were skeptical about going to court. There were two schools of thought. One held the firm belief that going to the courts, to the Supreme Court to challenge the Museveni election was a waste of time because these were cadre judges. The institution of the judiciary had been reduced to a mere mockery. But again, there was also another school of thought which we agreed with, that much as the judiciary has been reduced to a mockery, it's an institution that we believe in, while we might not believe in the people that are pretending over it. And yes, we went, like I told you, we went to the Supreme Court to get two things: either to get justice or to have opportunity to expose the judiciary. But as you all have been following, even before we could expose the judiciary decided to expose itself. The world has been watching the biased tendencies. You have seen the bias and double standards that have been exposed by the judiciary, but in particular the Supreme Court. You all remember that we were blocked from filing our election petition on a Saturday. But when the NRM lawyers went to the Supreme Court, they were actually allowed to file a response to our petition on a Saturday. That is double standard number one. Just a few days after we had filed our petition, you all saw, we watched in shock as the Chief Justice invited the respondent, General Museveni, to a lawyer's meeting. But not only did he invite him, but you all watched the statements that the Chief Justice made before General Museveni. The Chief Justice was asking for some favors and was asking General Museveni to do some things in the capacity of president a year from now, thereby deliberately declaring that he had a predetermined mind, thereby communicating to the nation that according to him, Museveni would be president next year, even when he had a petition before him. We had observed and indeed raised our voices on the uncomfortable closeness of the Chief Justice with General Museveni. And not only the Chief Justice, but various justices in the Supreme Court. You are aware that since we petitioned the Supreme Court, the Chief Justice has met President Museveni three times. Now this is an arbiter in a matter who is meeting one party, who is meeting a defendant 3 times before they adjudicate this matter. We think that is wrong. We condemned it and we continue to condemn it. I've already mentioned about the statements that Justice Owiny-Doro made before General Museveni. And indeed, he went ahead in one of those meetings to present a budget to the defendant. Now here is a situation where the judge in a matter where Museveni is a defendant is actually asking for money from Museveni. We think that is not only immoral, but that is wrong. Now, following that, you all remember, ladies and gentlemen, that I was put under illegal house arrest for 11 days after the election. And yet, according to our laws, an aggrieved party is supposed to file a petition within 15 days. Now, out of those 15 days, I was under house arrest for 11 days. It took the order from the High Court of Uganda for me to be able to leave my home, thereby start working on that petition. Good enough, we were able to work around the clock, and within 4 days, we had filed a petition. But again, our law provides for amending that petition because we decided that we had to present more grounds, more powerful grounds to the Supreme Court. It shocked us, like it shocked so many people in the world, that the Supreme Court rejected the amendment to our petition. I must remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that in the just recent presidential election petition of Amama Mbabazi versus Museveni, an amendment to the presidential election petition was accepted. So it was clearly discriminatory of the Supreme Court to reject an amendment to our petition. Yet an amendment was accepted in the recent presidential election petition. As if that was not enough, ladies and gentlemen, our lawyers put it to the Supreme Court. They explained to the Supreme Court that we were unable to put all our grounds together because time was not enough, having noted that the military and police took away 11 days from our time. The Supreme Court, with a clearly biased attitude, rejected our amendment. Now, a matter before court is determined according to evidence. Because the matter is determined according to evidence, we made every effort to collect as much evidence as possible. Even amid this difficulty, you are all aware that many of our election observers as national interplatforms, many of our polling agents were arrested and others were and continue to be on the run. Many of them are in prison. Many of them have been abducted by the police and the military, and we don't know where they are. And yes, very many of them are on the run. So amidst those challenges, we were still able to put together that evidence, well knowing that in the past presidential election petitions, for example, one of 2001 and one of 2006 of Dr. Kizza Besigye versus Museveni, evidence was continuously admitted in the court all through the hearing. But guess what? When we took our evidence to the Supreme Court, even before the hearing, the Supreme Court, in an unprecedented manner, rejected our evidence. We are convinced that the Supreme Court has a predetermined mind. They want to rule that we lost this petition because we did not adduce enough evidence. But here is the Supreme Court rejecting evidence. And among the evidence that was rejected was an affidavit by our Secretary General, was an affidavit by a comrade called Kalundi Serumaga of a video which was putting everything clear to the Supreme Court. Videos of the military ballot stuffing, videos of pre-ticked ballots being ticked by the police and the military, videos of places, especially in Western Uganda, where voting did not take place at all, videos of contradicting declaration forms. All that was rejected. Among the evidence that was rejected were declaration forms from places like Shiruhura, where there was a claim that 100% of the people, including the dead and those that had shifted from those areas, were actually available on the day of election. But most interestingly, there is a place called Rwaweba in Gomba. Now Rwaweba is in Buyanja. My father, the late J.W. Sentamo, has a farm there, and we have a family there. And in Rwaweba is where more than 7 of our family members were registered to vote from. Now those 7 did not vote because some had been arrested, others had fled because they were wanted, and some were 2 women who were very, very pregnant and did not show up to the polling station. However, interestingly, at the Rua Weber polling station, the voter turnout was 100%. Now, because that evidence was too strong, and it would make it impossible for the Supreme Court, for Chief Justice Owiny Dollo and these people to twist the case, they uncharacteristically rejected that evidence. Up to now, we don't understand why they rejected that evidence. We brought that evidence. At first, it was rejected by the registrar, but because we know that it was within the law for us to bring evidence, and there was precedence to that, because Dr. Kizza Besigye had brought in evidence way through the hearing. Our evidence was rejected, and they did not give any substantial reason. So, ladies and gentlemen, well knowing that even while we were petitioning, this office continued to be under lock and key, courtesy of Uganda Police and the military. Even when we petitioned the High Court of Uganda to order the military and police to leave this our office, like it had ordered them to leave my home, so that we could pick evidence from this our office, the High Court did not assist us. Up to now, they've not ruled on that matter. The pieces of evidence that were rejected were way beyond 200, which is very, very clear that the judiciary, the Supreme Court, is not intending to give us justice in this matter. Now, one very disturbing thing is that in the 2016 presidential election petition of Amama Mbabazi versus Museveni, even when by then the days of hearing and determining the case were 30 days, they were given over a week of submissions. But guess what? The Supreme Court said we could only submit in this, our petition, for 30 minutes. Only 30 minutes. I want you to imagine us being able to make our case, to bring all these details together in only 30 minutes. Now that was clear. One, the Supreme Court did not want this matter to attract so much attention. Because this is a matter of very high public interest, they did not want the public to, pay so much attention. They did not want to expose themselves. But unfortunately, they ended up exposing themselves even much more bare. So, for that matter, ladies and gentlemen, for the reasons that we've given above, we have decided to withdraw from their court. It is clear that Mr. Alfonso Owiny Dollo and the members of his court are not interested in giving Ugandans justice. No, they are not. I want to read you a small quote in a book written by Yoweri Museveni and his friend after the 1980 elections. Now this is Museveni writing. He said, in a fascist regime, the judiciary is only a manipulated tool for dictators to carry out their despotic will. The judicial service only serves the purpose of giving the fascist regime a technical semblance of legality in its operations. The weakest and most compromised men are appointed to key positions in the judiciary, in the judicial service, because of their willingness to bend the laws according to the desires of the dictatorial regime. Any man of integrity and professional standing, you can put in brackets Kanyehamba, found on the bench are harassed, humiliated, and summarily dismissed or demoted, and their amenities withdrawn to break their firmness and force them to submit to the dictates of the regime. Meanwhile, Obote continued packing the bench with his sycophants and relations. He has, for instance, reappointed one Oteng to the bench in spite of the fact that he had been discontinued by the Judicial Service Commission for incompetence, unfitness, and general misconduct. An attempt was made to kill Mr. Justice Frank Sekandi. Prominent members of the legal profession have been either killed, detained, or generally harassed. The Uganda Law Society has been completely silenced. These are writings from a book called Mission to Freedom, written between 1981 and 1985. Ladies and gentlemen, if I did not mention the year 1981 and 1985, you would think that book was written yesterday in this particular time. That is how much our judiciary has been reduced to a mockery. We are withdrawing from the Supreme Court because the courts have failed to show that they are independent. The courts are not independent. It is clear that these people are working for Mr. Museveni, and we refuse to be part of that mockery to justice. We have told you before, and we tell you again, that we are going to take this matter to the court of the people. We have told you before, and we are telling you again, that the people of Uganda are going to have the final say in matters concerning their destiny. We want to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that this is not the first time this is happening. After what Obote did with the 1980 election, Mr. Museveni went to the Supreme Court. But he went to the court, but he had to abandon that case because the judiciary was just as it is today. So Museveni seems to have been a very good student of Obote. Unfortunately, this is going to be to his detriment. To differ from Museveni, we are not violent people. We are withdrawing from the court, but we are not opting for violence. We are going to the court of public opinion. We are going to the court of the people of Uganda, and we shall be informing the people of Uganda our next steps. We have therefore instructed our lawyers to withdraw the case from Mr. Owiny-Dollo's court, because it seems like that is not a court to give Ugandans justice. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for God and our country. About the costs. You notice that the NRM lawyers are so excited because they want us to go on with a case that they have rendered lame so that they can have a judgment in their favor. And they are intimidating us, telling us that if we exercise our right and withdraw from a court that is clearly biased, that they will slap us with costs. I want to tell them in no unequivocal terms that we are not scared. The price that has already been paid is too huge. We buried Frank Senteza. That was the ultimate price. Just a few days we buried Mulongo Sam. To stand against Museveni, you don't stake your house, you don't stake your money, you stake your life. So just to remind you, Jitwatala Afia. We are not going to be intimidated by anything. We shall say everything the way we believe it. That is why we started by telling it straight, face to face, telling Museveni And that is why we are telling the Chief Justice, and we will tell anybody that stands on the side of injustice. Because the confidence to stand against what's wrong is all we have. We are going to be assertive and we shall tell them. And when we don't see them offering us justice, we shall walk away from their cause like we just decided to do. Sematimba bwejire kyabadabuza wadde bakibuza dda mu Lusoma naye obadde ogezaako kibuza mu Luganda. Obuuza kuba NRM abagambye bwe tunaava mu kooti bajja tusaba okubaliyirira. Bassebo ne bannyabo, ensonga lwaki twagenda mu kooti kuba twanoonyayo bwenkanya. Saabalamuzi alina okuba nga yatusinga okumanya amateeka, alina okuba nga yasinga okwagala okugaba obwenkanya kuba erinnya lye bwe mba ndivunudde mu Luganda Chief Justice, Saabagabi w'obwenkanya, Chief Justice. Ne katumulaba afuuse Chief Injustice. So tetutidde kubanga tetulabayo bwenkanya. Omusango gwaffe tusazeyo tugujje mu kooti yaabwe tuguze mu kooti ey'abantu. Kiri gye bali tebasooka kutwebuzaako nga batta bannaffe, tebasooka kutwebuzaako bakwebuza ku mateeka gonna. Wano kiraze nti tebagoberera mateeka, nene bwogenda amateeka gye galina okugobererwa tegagobereddwa. Kale n'olw'ensonga eyo twetegese kyonna kyonna kye baleeta tuli beetegefu. Njagala okategeeza nti omuwendo gwe bagamba otussaako omuwendo mungi olwedde gusasuddwa. Frank Senteza yasasula n'obulamu bwe. Rita Nabukenya yasasula n'obulamu bwe. Yasini Kauma yasasula n'obulamu bwe. N'ennaku ntono nnyo twakaziika Mulongo Sam yasasudde n'obulamu bwe. Bwe twasalawo okwanganga Museveni n'obwannakyemalira bwe twamanya nti kuno kutala. Tetwatalayo ssente, tetwatalayo nyumba oba bya bugagga, twatala bulamu tebayita okutala afya. N'olw'ensonga eyo tuli beeteefuteefu era mwenna bannayuganda tubasaba mutuseewo amaaso abiri mutunenkaliriza. Buli ekigenda okugenda mu maaso njagala kituyambe okumanya baani abatufuga, nangeri ki gye batufuga, nangeri ki gye bawambye ebitongole bya gavumenti, nangeri ki gye bakozesa amateeka mu ngeri emenya amateeka, ngeri ki gye bakozesa ebitongole ebirina okugaba obwenkanya ate okujjako abantu obwenkanya. N'olw'ensonga eyo tetutidde, tuli beeteefuteefu. Bambuziza ku ky'emmotoka lwaki oleeta diversion. I was asked about a bulletproof car that was gifted to me by our supporters whose names we shall not mention. It is true, ladies and gentlemen, after surviving numerous assassination attempts, after bullets being fired at us, Ugandans here in Uganda, but most importantly those in the diaspora, gifted us with various items that would help us keep safe, including bulletproof vests and ballistic helmets. I wore some and gave others to the team. We thank them. The same people of Uganda moved a campaign to fundraise and buy a bulletproof car for their president. I did not expect it to come through that fast because Man, it's expensive. But ultimately, I was there and I was informed that the car was bought, it was brought in, cleared, and I will inform you that I received that car. But again, I request that that should not divert us. Yes, I love my life, but it's just as precious as the millions of lives that continue to perish. However, I welcome every effort by our friends to safeguard the life, to ensure that the life of their leader is safe. I thank you, but I know that we all can only be safe if there's justice for everybody. I cannot be safe when everybody else is not safe. While I appreciate and thank the fellow Ugandans for that amazing gift, I continue to tell you that the best gift that we can give to each other is to free this country so that we don't have to move in bulletproof cars. Kudamu ekibuuzo kimu mu Luzungu nga bwekiddamu ne mu Luganda obudde busobola okubangwira. Emmotoka etayitamu masasi basebo ne banyabo nga bwe mujjukira oluvannyuma lw'okuwona ettemu eryali tutegekeddwako, oluvannyuma lw'okuwona amasasi bannayuganda baatuwa ebirabo mwali jaketi ezitayitamu masasi, mwali ebiseppeewo ebitayitamu masasi, n'enyambalako ezimu endala neziwa bannange ne bazikozesa, naye tebakomaawo ne bateesa n'okungulira emmotoka etayitamu masasi. Naye sikisuubira kujja mangu kubanga ya bbeeyi, naye tubeebaza bannayuganda olw'okwekuula ssente zaabwe ne batugulira emmotoka eyo era yatuuse. Naye njagala obategeeza ebintu ng'ebyo tebirina bajja ku mulamwa, kuba yes obulamu bwange mbwagala bwa muwendo, naye bwa muwendo ng'obulamu bwammwe abali wano n'abali eyo basebo ne banyama. Era wakati mu kubeebaza olw'akaweefube okuma obulamu bwange nga buli seefu, njagala obajjukiza nti tetusobola kubeera seefu, sisobola kubeera seefu okujjako nga ffenna tuli seefu. Bannaffe bangi bakyagenda mu maaso n'okuttibwa. So okujjawo nga tujjeewo omutemu omukulu ng'ate ye Mwami Museveni, tetugenda kubeera seefu basebo ne banyama. So ebyensonga y'emmotoka etayitamu masasi ne Mary kwe yagidde n'ebirala ebifaanana bwe njagala okubajukiza mikwano gyange mwenna nti omulimu ogusinga, omulimu omukulu guli naffe bannayuganda, guli eri mmwe abantu aba bulijjo, mu abantu be bayita abantu ba wansi, yemmwe musinga obukulu mu kaweefube waffe ono. Enkyukakyuka yonna gye twagala ffe tugenda ogyetuusaako nga bannayuganda, si muntu mulala. Abalala bo bajja kutusanga busanzi. Abaganda bagamba nannyini mufu awawunya, tweteeketeeke tukwatewo kubanga tugenda kwata. I was asked what are the options or what actions are we going to carry out moving forward. I want to remind you that, like we've been telling the people of Uganda, having withdrawn our case from the unjust Supreme Court of Uganda, we are putting all legal and all non-violent options on the table. All constitutional, all moral, and all non-violent actions on the table. I want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, just like we have asserted numerously that we are non-violent. But again, I want to remind you that in this day and era, non-violence is more powerful than violence. It is non-violence that has gotten rid of all the recent dictators, Museveni's friends, including Omar el-Bashir. And for those of you that are paying attention to world affairs, you can clearly see that it is non-violence that is going to avert the protruding dictatorship in Myanmar. So we are going to be non-violent, but we asserted that we are removing a dictator. Muluganda bambuza nti tugenda kuzaako ki. Tuzenga tubagamba tipe plani ya feriemu ya kujako na chemalira gwe bayita Museveni tekyukangako. Eyo plani erimu episodes nyingi. Erimu season nyingi nnyo. Tukatandika okudduka emisinde tetwajja kudduka kafubutuko, twajja kudduka maratoni. Watumanyi obulamu buli ku ludda lwaffe, tuli bato okusinga abo abazeeyi abatunyigiriza, ate we tuli ebbanga ddene okusinga bo. Tuli bangi okusinga bo, ate tuli bamanyi okusinga bo, naye okusingira ddala tuli babuufu okusinga bo. So buli kikolwa kyonna ekitali mu kuyiwa musaayi, eky'obuntu bulamu ekiri molo, kyonna tugenda kiteeka ku tebo, era nga bwe mbategeezezza titugenda kuvaayo tegeze bannayuganda ekiddako oluvannyuma lw'okubagulira ddala amaaso ku mitendera gyonna nga bwe twagenda mu kulonda. Bannayuganda ne bavaayo nga balabira ddala nti kati siteepu eno erina okuddako, ne siteepu erina okuddako mu mateeka ne tugigendako ey'ekkooti ensukkulumu, era nayo ne tukozesa guno mukisa okujaanika eri ensi yonna. Tugenda kubategeeza ekigenda okuddako. Oyagala nkikutegeeze kati? Ayi, kitakuwe. One of the journalists who I saw was kind of criticized by asking these questions. First of all, I want to remind you that we are tolerant people. We are people that listen to every question, and we will answer it as eloquently and as sincerely as we are able to. So the Chief Justice Owiny Dolo went rather personal, and in his submission, which in my opinion was a quarrel and an attack on my person. First of all, I want to inform you that we didn't lose any case. And much as you might make every effort to put the blame on our lawyers, I want to remind you that the same court operating on double standards rejected with us what it accepted with other petitioners. So that is clearly bias. That is lack of independence. He went ahead to say that we came to court with an intention of leaving the court. He has read from our attitude that we do not condone injustice and we don't accept it no matter who it is coming from, even when it is coming from the Chief Justice. So, we have every right. He was of course wrong to tell us to go for Plan B, because I expect him to be very well informed and know that the word Plan B has not come from my mouth or in the mouth of any member of the National Unity Platform. Ours is the Plan A and we have never changed it. That Plan B is coming from the mouth of Mr. Owiny Dolo, not me. So he might as well want to help us answer the questions that have been asked all our comrades that have been abducted, taken into illegal detention, beaten. All the people that have been abducted, they ask them one question: what is your plan B? We have not talked about that. They know who talked about that plan B. First. And secondly, it is the Chief Justice that is talking about plan B. Asking about them about plan B. And here we have a Chief Justice mentioning plan B. So if you can add the dots, you can know where the injustice is coming from and where it is rounded. Kanchide mu Luganda. Oba yachibuza ngeri yakubuza mu Luzungu ne bakoma. Munamawulire waffe atubuziza newankubadde abamu bamwakanyiza. Njagala mutegeeza nti tuli bantu abaaniriza n'endowooza zitafaanagana na zaffe. Njagala okuwabula tewali musango gwonna gutusinze, wabula okugaana obujulizi bwaffe obwo bukyamu bwa kooti ensukulumu, kubanga yaganye obujulizi bwaffe ate ng'obujulizi bw'abantu abalala yagenda ebukkiriza mpaka omusango gwamala okuwozebwa. Naffe tutunaabana kutandika kuwoza ne bagaana obujulizi bwaffe. Tukkiriza nti obujulizi obwo babuganye kubanga balabye obujulizi obwo bugenda kusingisa bosi waabwe omusango. Tukimanyi nti ekooti ensukulumu era nga bannayuganda babadde bagamba tebadde eteekateeka okugamba nti omusango gwammwe tugugobye kubanga temwaleese bujulizi bumala. Kati ate batulaba tuleese ebisero n'ebisero eby'obujulizi. Balabidde ddala nga tubalemesa okulanga omusango gwabwe gwe baasaze edda nga tutanaba na kutandika kuwoza. Ensonga lwaki baganye obujulizi bwaffe. So ekyo tekiri kuffe. Pozi n'okujjukiza nti kikyamu Ssaabalamuzi w'eggwanga okutuusa ebigambo Mukama. First of all, bwe yabadde ayogerera ekooti mu ndaba yaffe yabadde ayomba buyombi. Ekintu ekikyamu eri omulamuzi. Naye okusingira ddala n'agamba nti twajja mu kooti nga twagala kuvaayo. Twategeeza ensi nti ekooti bw'eneeba nga tesala mazima tujja kugenda mu kooti y'abantu. Era tebaatulinze nagenda mu kooti y'abantu, bondooza tebalabye bukyamu byabye bakola kubanga babimanyidde ne beerabisa. Era ensi yabalabye. Pozi n'okubajjukiza baganda bange nti bannaffe bonna abo be mulabye bawamba drone beziwamba ne babatwala mu makomera g'amagye ne bamalayo ebbanga wiiki myezi abalala babulidde myaka. Abavaayo batutegeeza nti babatulugunya bababuuza nti plan B yammwe yeriwa. Newankubadde bamanyi ekigambo plan B waje kyava, newankubadde bakimanyi nti ffe plan yaffe eri emu yakujjako mwami Museveni ye plan yaffe era tugigoberera eri mu season za njawulo naye tugigoberera. Tewali plan ndala okujjako ey'okujjako mwami Museveni. So kulaba nti ate Ssaabalamuzi ate yatubuuza plan B, yatubuuza ebibuuzo bennyini ebibuuzibwa bannaffe nga bali mu batulugunya. Ekyo kituleetera ebibuuzo bingi naye nakyo tujagenda tukinoonyereza ekinaaba kyetaaze naye tujja tumutwala mu kooti y'abantu. Yeah, somebody also asked about the purported signatures that are not coordinated. But again, this is evidence that is rejected by court. Why not admit it and question it on record? Why don't you question it in court? That shows that they are trying to firefight, they're trying to explain their wrongdoing. Abazze bagamba nti signatures ezimu eziri ku bujulizi bwetutute ziriko ebibuuzo abaffe bwe ziba ziriko ebibuuzo mukkirize obujulizi obwo butuuke mu kooti yammwe mulyoke mugambe buno obujulizi tebutuukirize. Naye ate bw'obugoberera ku mulyango ate n'ogenda n'ogamba obujulizi bwe baleese buyina obuzibu ng'ate waganya obukkiriza, then kiraga nti oyina kyogezaako okubuzaabuza wakati kuswala. Sita wa Uganda yabuuzizza ku nsonga y'ebibuuzo ebiri mu bazadde, abazadde b'abaana abo abakwatiddwa era abamu ne bamanya nti babasibidde mu bifo ebitakkiriza kusibibwamu mu mateeka. miryango ja safe house ezo. Mami eri tumwine naimba wawa kawimba nagamba ye tali answerable ku committee ya ddembe ly'abuntu ya parliament. So ebyo oluvanyuma lw'okubeera bwebityo basebo ne banyabo yemu ku nsonga lwaki twabategeeza nti ebitongole bya wano byonna buli kye tutuukamu either tuba tukiwadde omukisa okukola ekituufu oba tuba tukiwadde omukisa okwerabisa. Kyanaku ebitongole ebisinga byetutuuseemu bisazeewo okukozesa mukisa ogwo kwerabisa. Era ensonga lwaki twalinnye eddaala kati ne tugenda mu kitongole kya United Nations. Naye nga bwe mbategeeza abasebo ne banyabo nti ng'ebitongole ebisingako ku byawano mu Uganda nga bwe bikyakola omulimu gwabwe, nammwe njagala obategeeza nti mulina omulimu munene nnyo nnyo nnyo. Tetutuula tubeera twogerezeganya, tubeera tutakola emitwe, era nga bwe mbategeezezza titugenda kuvaayo tubategeeze ki kye tusobola okukola, ki kye musobola okukola mwe nga bannayuganda. Yeah, somebody asked me that they saw only one former presidential candidate joining us in this petition. Where are the rest? I want to tell you that we've been in talks with all, okay, not all, but most of the forces of change. And indeed, they have offered what they could. They offered in terms of affidavits and witnesses. And I've just told you that more than 200 of our pieces of evidence have been rejected. Among those were some from our fellow opposition members. So they were working with us. They are among the evidence that was rejected. Those are ebibuzo byaffe byanukudde bulungi basebo ne banyama.
President ekyange tekizemu. Nakubuuza nti ku bantu 10 omwesimbawo ne mwemisebo mutumiye mu Luganda.
Njize mu Luzungu, kajide mu Luganda naye ne mu Luzungu nade njizemu. Ne kati kajide mu Luganda. Twesimbawo abantu bangi. Era tubadde tulikiganya ne bannaffe omuli Dr. Besigye ne tiimu ye eya FDC, omuli General Mugisha Muntu n'abalala. Era batuyambye nnyo mu ngeri y'okutuwa obujulizi, mu ngeri y'okutuwa affidavits, n'abantu bangi, abajulizi bangi okuva mu tiimu zaabwe batuwadde obujulizi. Ate obujulizi obw'amaanyi. Obwo bwe bumu ku bujulizi kooti ya Mwami Owiny Dollo bwe yaganye okutwala. Oba oli awo baatidde nga balaba obujulizi bw'amaanyi, era baatidde nga balaba ate abantu bangi omuli n'abo be twavuganya nabo abayimiridde naffe. Ndowooza nkwanukudde bulungi ssebo. Mwebale nnyo basebo ne bannyabo, mwebalire ddala lwa Katonda ensi yaffe. Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Thursday. Hey. Never to the man. Okay.